and welcome to the best of Most Haunted. Now, we've travelled the length and breadth of Great Britain and Southern Ireland to investigate 17 locations that are supposed to be haunted. Along the way, we've experienced some very strange occurrences, but were they paranormal? Well, that's debatable. The Most Haunted crew have been on an emotional roller coaster. Tears, laughter and fear have affected us all. But Chillingham Castle was the first place where fear made its mark on every member of the crew. Now, I've heard that if there are such things as ghosts, they don't like the light, so shall we...
They prefer the darkness.
Do they?
They do, yeah.
Shall we turn the lights off? Are we all in agreement, everybody?
Yeah.
Right, OK, let's turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. Right then, Derek.
OK.
We'll follow you. I've got the candle, and off we go.
Right.
Derek says he has a spirit guide called Sam who links him to the spirit world. Sam will guide Derek to different places around the castle. Now, bear in mind that we have given Derek no information about the history or legends of Chillingham. Now, listen out very carefully for an unexplained hissing noise.
What's that noise?
What noise? What noise?
Oh, God, get out, get out, get out!
Come here, come on. Why did you want to come back?
I'm petrified, basically.
What's that noise?
Petrified of what?
I'm so frightened, I can't even think straight, I can't see straight. I'll be better where I can put the light on. If you hear screaming, you know where it's coming from. God, I'm so embarrassed. Sorry, guys.
The unexplained hissing noise was enough to scare our open-minded sceptic Marcel into not carrying on. So, one team member down, and we'd only just started. Athelhampton Hall certainly had its moments of fear. We'd only just turned the lights off, and already Rick and Carl found a certain corridor too spooky to walk down.
What are you sensing?
You don't want to go in there. That's just a corridor. Oh, I don't like it. Just went in here then, assuming it come from that side, and I've just walked in there and it just feels absolutely awful, and I cannot go in there.
What are you feeling when you walk forward?
Oh, I don't like it.
What is it you feel?
What is it you don't like?
What is it? Explain.
It just doesn't feel right.
It's a fly.
I can't feel anything.
I can't feel it.
I went round there and it just felt absolutely awful, and then it keeps coming like back and forth. It's like a depressing thing that just comes upon me. I just can't be near it, and it's whenever I go further down, but it comes to me and then it'll go, and that's why I said I'll go down there, and it just happened again.
That's what I was holding. I was actually holding onto the wall there because it was just like this. It was
just like something forbidding. It's just like something gripped you.
Yeah.
Is it something? Is it frightening?
Yes.
Yes, it is frightening.
Why? Why are you scared of it?
It's the feeling. For me,
I can't describe. It is. It's the feeling, but it's like they don't. Whatever it is, doesn't want you there.
The London Underground is a place that Jason Carl, a parapsychologist, will never forget. Not because of the supposed ghosts, but his own fear of the darkness.
You're right, Jason.
A ghost called Cloggy is said to walk the ghost train, and Marcel and I were convinced someone was following us.
All right.
Shh. What's that noise?
What is that noise?
Whilst walking, we heard footsteps, and they seemed to be following us. Could it be the ghost of Cloggy?
That noise.
It's coming from around there.
Show us a light to show... Marcel, tell me that was you. Something just touched the top of my head, and I swear to God, I swear to God.
That's happened to you before, though, hasn't it?
But a real hand touched the top of my head.
How do you know it was a hand?
Well, I'm just assuming something like a hand or touched the top of my head. It was a proper touch.
Derby Jail is a place that no one will forget in a hurry. All sorts of strange phenomena occurred here, including my strange outburst.
I'm picking up a great deal of, quite simply, mixed emotions in this cell. I feel as if I'm isolated and I'm singular, because this energy is take me back in a reflection of a life, you know, and I feel a male memory thought, and I feel as if, you know, I want to be, you know, something round my neck as if, you know, like a hanging.
Okay.
But I've also, there's something else, there's another side to him, another side, and I feel it's like as if, for some reason, he's laughing about the other side of his nature, because what he said in what I was getting in the residual, and even Sam butted in there, and he said, you know, he was good with the money, he was a master forger. That alone could have got him incarcerated, but he got off with that. Now he's talking about the name Alice. She must have been linked here. Yes. She didn't plot to kill him. She didn't plot to kill him. Who did she not plot to kill? David?
David what?
David Lloyd. David Lloyd George. David Lloyd. She was not guilty, but she was incarcerated. Take that off me. Don't do that to me. Now, this is someone, actually, this is not Sam, it's not the residual energy.
I feel sick.
Yes.
I feel sick.
Do you want to come out?
Do you want to come out a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Yes.
Do you understand what you're giving?
Yes. And some people are not just happy with the idea of a person to be executed with...
A bit.
Yes. Sure. You'll be okay. Yes, Carl.
I don't know. I don't know.
What was the feelings that were...
What do you think the reason is that
Well,
having this
yes, I
reaction?
can understand it very, very clearly. What was actually happening was taking us back in memory of the residual, of which I was trying to explain at the time, is that a statement was made in that cell there that some people are not happy just to see someone just strung up and hung, but, you know, to see the feelings of having your guts ripped out.
Do you mean like hung, drawn and quartered?
Yes.
I cannot explain why I became so emotional. It is something that will bother me for years. 5 minutes after this, I felt absolutely fine.
No,
What did you feel? What
I just
happened
felt,
to you?
I still feel it now, like
Yes.
it's sick to my stomach. I
Yes.
feel so embarrassed about this, I have to say. It was just like the sickiest feeling in my stomach. And then the desire to just, I can't explain it. There is no explanation to how I feel.
I've been with you all day here and you haven't been like
I'm
this
still
at all.
getting it now, and I have no idea
Yes.
why.
Do you want to go outside?
No, it's fine, I'll be all right in a minute. Just you carry on.
When we were at Drury Lane, we decided to set up a shot of us walking along a corridor. Little did we know there was something at the end of it.
Where? There was two legs just there. Where? Just here, just right across there.
Two legs there, just there. They were moving on their own.
I saw them.
I saw them. We all bloody saw them.
Here, facing this way, there was that set of legs, and it was just doing that.
I only saw the legs. I didn't see anything else.
What was it doing? It was just like that.
Just moving
Just
like
moving
that.
like that.
It was two legs. They were just black silhouettes. And I saw them as well.
God, and that's why we all
I
ran.
did see them.
Why is it whenever we have lock-offs, we always put them in the wrong place?
Let's go up top and see BT.
The ghost of the grey man had been seen in the auditorium sitting in a particular chair. What happened next astounded some members of the crew.
Carl,
Where I was sat before, the actual, you know, the bit that pulls down to sit on,
Yeah.
it's come down.
It's come down.
Yeah. It was up because I'd just had the camera on it.
God, it is as well. It's down.
It's down. All the other chairs are up. This is where I was sat in that chair there. Stuart was sat here, and the chairs spring back. See, the chairs do that, look. Every chair. So why is that like that? When I got up from that chair was up. So I just filmed it. It's come down on its own.
What I think is very strange is that is the actual chair that he's been seen in.
Was there somebody in the auditorium with them, the chair coming down and the legs that were seen? Were they related to the man in grey? We were all ready to start our investigation, but for some reason we couldn't stop giggling. There was no reason for this happening at all, but we were brought back down to earth as a cupboard under the stairs opened on its own.
Wait. What's that? No, come on.
There's a little boy. It's one of 3 that's here. There's 3 children. He's one of them that was upstairs. OK.
Can you see him?
Yes, a little boy. He's, I would say, in the way he's looking at me, he's lost a number of his teeth here. I suppose you'd say scruffy-haired little lad. But I feel what's coming from is a heart of gold, a beautiful little boy. I noticed a cat. And, you know, this is why this cat is drawn and attracted here to this property, because of the activity of the children.
Most people have heard of psychics and mediums, people who believe that they can communicate with the dead. When we investigated our chosen locations, we thought a medium would be a valuable part of our team. Derek Okora is a spiritualist medium, and it certainly opened our eyes when we watched him work.
A famous murder at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane years ago involving 2 actors figured very strongly in Derek's investigation.
Arnold! 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 He's coming into my energy. He's coming into my energy. Arnold! You'll never forgive him. I'll never forgive him. I will never forgive him. Jealous of my talent. He always was and he always will be. How dare he? How dare he? He is the lesser. Even Hallam agrees with me. Hallam warned me. He warned me, but I didn't listen. Oh, what a folly. Oh, what a folly.
What year is it?
1700.
1700.
He took my life.
For jealousy?
Yes.
What was he jealous of?
Of my acting.
So you were an
I'm
actor?
the principal.
You were an actor?
I'm a principal. Without me, it couldn't go on. I can't leave.
Why?
This wretch keeps me here. He's a wretch. A wretch.
Derek, come forward. Just come forward. I'm here, Derek. Derek, come forward, Derek. I'm here.
He's a wretch.
Come forward.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What just happened?
The one who murdered him won't let him out of the atmosphere, and he won't forgive him, so he keeps him here in his torment. He's keeping him into the atmosphere because they're both in equal levels.
No, Derek. Where were we when you didn't feel anything? Just come with me. Come with me.
Let me go.
Can we take you downstairs? Where you didn't feel anything earlier, so it should be clear. Come on.
That's fine.
Sit down.
That was very interesting.
Just to try and clear it.
That's made me feel sick, that, to look at that. Yeah, it has. I don't like it at all. It freaks you out a bit.
I've seen mediums go into alleged transfiguration, where a spirit is alleged to take on temporal possession of the body and control. I've seen Derek do it before.
Well, he was just sweating and just so upset, and to actually call for Carl, because he actually has said to Carl in the past, if you see me in trouble, you must say to me, grab hold of me and say, come forward, come forward. It's not nice to see at all. It's frightening.
It's interesting.
One of the main ghosts at Chillingham Castle is the Blue Boy, a boy who was bricked up alive behind a wall hundreds of years ago. Many people have seen his ghost and experience a feeling of helpless anxiety.
Oh, yes. It's the boy again. Can anyone hear him?
No.
No.
You see, the colour blue is a healing, very, very strong healing colour, and also drawn around this boy as he comes into the atmosphere. And his cries not of help, but cries that have gone unheard because of cruelties that are associated with this boy. I get the feeling within, you know, of incarceration. I can't say that word any stronger of what I really, really mean, or they want me to say incarceration. And if someone is jammed behind something and is thinking and his feelings are so... Oh, let me know! No! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! No, no, no! Come and help me! Come on! Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on. It's the grounds. The wall. The wall. I'm behind the wall. That man who's locked here with me. He's locked here with me. I didn't want him here. Sam, don't. Tell him to step back, please. Step back, please.
The fact that you said incarceration is interesting because the legend has it that he was immured in a wall. Some builders were excavating and they excavated a fireplace opposite to this one, and they found some bones which were later discovered to be a boy child. And also another skeleton was found of a male adult with the child.
At Suter Lighthouse, no one was sure who or what was causing some strange ghostly occurrences. Derek solved the mystery by giving the ghost an identity.
Okay. Yeah. In this area. You know, coming through as if I get Isabel or Isabella.
It was very interesting that Derek had picked up on Isabella. We know that she was registered as living here in the 1881 and 1891 national census, but no one had connected her with any paranormal activity in the lighthouse until now. And one place that was active was the kitchen.
Okay. Another one.
That's come on by itself. That's come
This
on by
has just come on by itself.
It has.
Really?
Yes.
But she did that.
She may have done that.
I wouldn't have thought it was on the timer because the timer symbol isn't lit.
But that's weird.
One of the most bizarre stories we encountered was at the Ostrich Inn, where in the 14th century over 60 people were murdered in the most unusual way. A landlord called Jarman committed heinous crimes.
This character's trying to play hide and seek. But I've come here, that's better, Sam.
Derek. Breathe, Derek.
I've fallen down. That Charman is killing me.
Who are you?
I'm James Henry. James Henry. Look at it. She's taken my money. That woman.
Who's taking your money?
His wife. She's hidden it. What are you doing with my money?
What's she doing with it?
She put it in that chest. Under the stairs. The stairs that are hidden.
Do you know who we are?
Shh. He's walking around with that smirk on his face.
Who is?
Jarman.
How do we get him to come out?
He'll come out when it suits him.
Oh, God.
We have to let him. It's all right. You need to let him go through it.
Why? Why do I need to let him go through it?
Because in mediums, if they're taken out of a trance before they're ready to come out, it can actually hurt them, allegedly.
I know, but he's going through pain. I can't see him go through.
Derek. Take you to the door, did you say?
The pantry.
Pantry.
Do you want to go to the pantry?
Yes.
Come on then, we'll
Stand
take
up.
you. Come on. We'll take you to the pantry. There, come with us. Come on.
Derek, can you hear me?
Oh, my.
Your legs okay?
Yeah.
You're all right.
Okay, yeah. Fine.
This type of trance is called transfiguration, and it's where mediums and psychics believe spirits take over their bodies to deliver information about their past.
That was the first time I'd ever seen Derek go into a supposed trance, and it scared me to death. I'll leave you now with one of my favourite clips. It's not a ghost, but a dog called Alfie. Sleep tight.
What is he looking at? He's not looking at me, and I know that sounds bad, but he's looking in between me and Rick.
Yes, he's transfixing his eyes, isn't he? Yeah.
Does he see his reflection in the lens?
No, he's not looking at the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
Yeah.
he saying?
Yeah. He's aware. Look at him.
Oh, good God, what's
Okay.
here? No, it's really strange. I have a job to
He's seeing it, yeah.
That's really
See, there's no shadow there now.
It's really strange. It's weird. Just